Hey guys, Wrestling Fans Nation here. Just a quick video, quick retro review of WWE No Mercy 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Just before Fastlane tonight, which will be on at 8. And then I will be doing a review after that. So, Fastlane is, you know, as well as pay-per-view. John is not going to be here tonight, so I'm going to be doing this review separate. Hopefully, he'll be getting a ride at WrestleMania, or here for WrestleMania, so me and him will watch it together and give you our thoughts on it. But tonight I'm going to be doing the review solo. So, yeah. But first, here is No Mercy 2005. So our first match tonight was, of course, MNM versus LOD. It was a 6-man tag match, so we had Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro versus, I think, Hawk and Heidenreich. Their women of choice was Melina and Christy Hemme. I forgot she was in WWE still at this time. I thought she left around 2004. But no, she was in this match with LOD. I forgot that it was even a tag team around that time. I forgot that that whole team was just a tag team. But LOD wins. That was a thing. So, okay. Next match. Then we had a Simon Dean versus Bobby Lashley match. Of course, a squash match for Bobby Lashley since he was a newcomer at this point. Simon Dean was probably the best heels because he always talked about fat people and how Americans was slobs, and he was like the pro-fit guy, and talking about how we could get fat and thinner if we followed his eating diets and stuff. And he brought a big plate of hamburgers, like 20 something hamburgers, and he said if he lost the match, Bobby Lashley would make him eat a hamburger. Of course, that continued all through the night to add, I think, some comedy to it. So that was the thing. Bobby Lashley, of course, won, and throughout the night you seen Simon Dean eating hamburgers because Bobby Lashley made them. So then we had Booker T, Christian, Lana Jordan, and Chris BenoitW. And Chris BenoitW retained his U.S. title. I'm not saying his name. You know who it is if you've been following wrestling as long as I have. So he won the U.S. Championship. Now, here's the thing. I'm the type of guy who is, on the fence because, I don't think you should judge a wrestler for what they did in their personal life. My idea is actually judging what they did in the ring separate. I know a couple of my friends judge them for what they do in both, but Chris BenoitW had a lot of demons and a lot of things that people didn't know. So please don't get no hatred if you come across this video and think that I condone it, because I don't. I just look at what he did in his in-ring skills, and from what I've seen of this match, he's a good wrestler. So next match. Now the next couple of matches I'm just gonna skim through because I didn't even watch them. One was Mr. Kennedy Hardcore Holly. Mr. Kennedy won because of the ribs being attacked. Another one was JBL versus Rey Mysterio. JBL won. And I think that's about it. Now, there's a Cruiserweight Championship. Now, the Cruiserweight Championship used to mean something. And the Cruiserweight Championship, well, that would be later on the night, but I'll talk about something else in a second. The Cruiserweight Championship used to mean something. Now it's just a pile of shit. I'm hoping Neville will be able to hype it up again, but I don't see it amounting to anything because the Cruiserweight Championship stuff should be for SmackDown. I don't like Raw. I've never watched Raw at all. At all. I don't watch Raw at all because of the stuff that they're doing. Like, it's just 3 hours long and it's not good for me, but I will talk about something during the pay-per-view. But next match we had Undertaker versus Randy Orton and Cowboy Bob Orton in a casket match. First you thought Undertaker was going to win this match because he had Cowboy Bob Orton in the casket and he was fighting Randy one-on-one. And he opened up the casket. Cowboy Bob Orton sprayed him with a fire extinguisher. He was going into the casket. He stopped it. And then he had Randy in the casket. They was fighting in and out of the casket. Then Cowboy Bob Orton hit Undertaker with a fire extinguisher to the back of the head. And they pinned. And they closed the casket on Undertaker. Then they had a like thing at the end of the ramp or at the stage, and they light the casket on fire. Of course, now you know. I think there's an exit door at the bottom of that casket so they can get out. I mean, come on. If that happened, Randy Orton and Cowboy Bob Orton would have went to prison for life for killing the Undertaker. So, it wasn't very shocking with me. It probably would have been when I was younger, because I thought that shit was real, and I probably would have been like, oh my god. Like, but now we all know that it's fake and staged and whatever. So, yeah. Then we had the main event. We had Batista versus Eddie Guerrero. Can I just say something? I miss Eddie Guerrero. Like, I loved him when he was a heel. I loved him when he was a face. He was just an all-around nice guy. I've heard, like, people that's met him in his own life. He was all-around nice guy. I miss him. I miss Eddie Guerrero with a passion, because he's what made wrestling fun. So, I'm going to dedicate this video to Eddie Guerrero. I watched his match with Batista, and I was just in awe. Eddie Guerrero, we miss you. Rest in peace. But of course, Eddie Guerrero didn't win. Batista picked up the victory with a huge pop from the crowd. They was in Houston, Texas, at the Toyota Center in Texas. I think it was Houston, Texas. I think. Of course, Batista picked up the victory, and Eddie Guerrero had a huge response. Of course, he's from Texas, so go figure. But Eddie Guerrero, wherever you are, we miss you, and wrestling has not been the same without you. May you rest in peace, and I hope you're doing good wherever you are. So yeah, that was No Mercy's pay-per-view. Join me at 11 o'clock for the Fastlane 2017 review. I don't know how this pay-per-view is going to be, but I mentioned on my Facebook page, Wrestling Fans Nation, that I'm worried about WrestleMania's pay-per-view this year. Not SmackDown, just Raw's, because it looked like Raw's having a slow start with WrestleMania. The only match that everybody's like, oh, I hope Goldberg's going to win. I'm like, he's going to win tonight. Like, they're gonna set up Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, and they really don't have nothing to fight for, just the title if they do go that route. But they could also do like loser leaves Raw or loser leaves brand type match, but I don't know. It's hard to tell what they're gonna do if Goldberg don't win this match. But I have a feeling that WWE is gonna go that route. They're gonna give it to Goldberg and then have Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. It's pretty predictable at this point if they do go that route, but we'll see what happens tonight. Just join me at 11. Well, don't join me because I'm not going to do it live, but watch the pay-per-view after I do the video, and just keep an eye on my profile or my YouTube page, because it could go up at any time. But I'll be doing it on my phone. I'm not gonna get my computer out unless John's gonna be coming over. So just keep an eye on it, and till then, love you guys to death, and don't forget Suplex City, bitch, and I will see you guys after Fastlane. Peace.